Yeah, so hello everybody. Welcome to Ramblings with Rye, and I have the privilege today of being with Wolfie. I apologise if I've said that wrong. There's a three in it, so
Okay.
I know. Worry about getting it wrong. Yeah,
No, you got it right. You got it right. Thank you for
fantastic.
having me.
Thank you for being on. It's been a
All
while
good.
since I did a video, so it's quite nice to have them back. So let's go. So I mean, it's probably an obvious question, but what's behind using the name Wolfie?
Uh, so my last name is actually Wolf. So when I decided to start doing YouTube, I had a bunch of channels prior to this one. Um, and then I was trying to think of a name. I was really trying to think of something that would be different. And I used to watch Syndicate a lot, and I like the fact they had like a lion and just the name Syndicate was very original. So I was like, oh, what can I use that's kind of just a bit abstract, a bit out there. It's not really the same. And then my mom was just like, just use your last name, but just like add a Y or something, or just a different letter. So I ended up putting a three in there and a Y, and we have Wolfie.
I mean, because again, I'm probably going to butcher this because I haven't actually said it out loud before. But is
Mhm.
it Young Sasuke? Young Sasuke? That?
Okay, so young Sasuke. So
Oh, I apologize. I really did butcher that.
yeah, it's a character from an anime show called Naruto. Sasuke is one of the main characters in the show, and he's very um, just different, very quiet, very to himself. But when it comes to like the fighting and when it comes to being there for his friends or whatever, he's like just on it. Like he's fire, like he's a firehead. And one of my YouTube friends called Biamonas used to just keep calling me Sasuke all the time, like Sasuke, Sasuke. So I just ran with the name Young Sasuke. So that's kind of like an alternative nickname. You know, it's not like it's not like my channel or anything like that or another channel. It's just another nickname that was given. So yeah.
So you're you're known to support Borussia Dortmund and Ajax. So
Mhm.
I guess the question is, how did you come to support two heavyweights of the game? Well, heavyweights back in the early 2000s, but how did you come to support both those teams?
So with Ajax, it came from my love of Cruyff. I was a big fan. I am a big fan actually of Total Football. I've even got a book about it, a whole book which I've read twice. So Total Football to me is something that I am very behind. I love watching it when I watch Pep, when I watch Klopp has aspects of Total Football. So does Bielsa. Um, you've got, of course, Eric Ten Hag, who is managing Ajax, who implements styles of total football. So my love for Ajax came from Cruyff. I never watched him as a player because I was obviously not born yet. But um, yeah, Cruyff kind of got me into Ajax just from total football. And since then, I've just fell in love with the club's philosophies, how they go about their transfer business, of course, developing a lot of Dutch talent that they produce and, you know, kind of end up going around the world. So that's that really. There's no family connections, nothing like that. It's just Cruyff and then found Ajax. Borussia Dortmund is a different story. So I ended up watching them. I can't remember what game exactly it was, but it was on. Do you remember when the Champions League used to be on ITV?
Oh, the good old days. Yeah.
Yeah. So I came across Dortmund on ITV and I remember just seeing them and I wasn't really a football fan at the time. I got into football really, really late. I'd say about 2008 is when I kind of got into football. And I remember seeing them and they had a black and yellow kit, obviously. And I had never seen a team with a black and yellow kit. So I instantly thought, what is this? Because I was used to seeing red, blue, white in the Premier League. So I remember going on Google and seeing who they were. Um, and then from then, I just tried to find different videos on YouTube. Back then, football highlights weren't a thing on YouTube, but just trying to find anything I could about the club. Then me and my friend used to play Ultimate Team a lot, and I came across Royce from Ultimate Team. And then I started to watch videos on Royce because he was just OP on FIFA. This was around FIFA, I'd say FIFA 2012 or no, yeah, FIFA 12. So during that time, I hadn't really like said, oh, I'm going to support Dortmund. It was just a thing where I knew of them, tried to watch videos on them, found Royce, saw he was OP on FIFA, and I'm thinking, okay, he's not just going to be overpowered on FIFA and not be good in real life. Like that doesn't make any sense. So watched a few videos on him. At the time, he was kind of transferring from Gladbach to Dortmund, and then I found Shinji Kagawa, and then I found Piszczek, Subotic, Hummels, fell in love with all of those players, and then fell in love with Klopp, and the rest is history. From 2012 onwards, I've just been a fan, and a lot of my YouTube supporters and just friends always ask me, oh, but you started watching the Premier League before you watched the Bundesliga, or you used to watch the Premier League more than, and it was a thing where, oh, that scared me. I've got an alarm set. That scared me so much. I've got an alarm set basically to try and pre-order next gen consoles. So when it goes live or there's new stock, my alarm goes off. So I do apologize for that one. But anyway, so sorry to cut myself off. I used to watch a lot of Premier League football, and I used to watch a lot of Manchester United games prior to me saying I'm supporting Dortmund. But I don't know if you ever had this, but when you were in school, you used to have a lot of people say, I'm just going to support this team because everyone else supports this team. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Because I I'm a Blackpool fan, and
Hmm.
I live about as far away as you can from Blackpool in England. But the reason I support them is similar to you because I started watching Blackpool during their playoff run in
Hmm.
2009-10. That incredible team. Ever since I started supporting them, we've gone to crap. But
Yeah, you've had a lot of financial issues, haven't you?
yeah, but we're starting to get back on our feet now. But I completely get that because everyone was a Man United fan. After Liverpool won the Champions League, everyone was a Liverpool fan until Man
Mm.
United won the Champions League, and everyone was a Man United fan. Then Chelsea, and most of the people I know now support Brighton because that's a local Premier League team.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly.
the whole thing is, a football club is not just for Christmas; it's for life. It's like
Hmm.
Dog's Trust, really. You got to have that motto. You stick with
Hmm.
your club no matter what.
Yeah.
So,
So I didn't have that real attachment to Manchester United. It was just a thing where everyone in my year group was a Manchester United fan. And again, at the time, I didn't really watch football, even understand football. It was just something that everyone around me used to like. So I just said, "Oh, Manchester United." So that's who I used to watch when I watched the Premier League. And then as I got my knowledge of Dortmund and just football in general, I found Dortmund and I've supported them ever since. Got the kit, got the scarves. My mum knows, and my mum's a Tottenham fan as well, which is weird. But yeah, so that's the story really.
mm, believe me, your mum's supporting Tottenham. Compared to my family, that's sane. Uh, my dad's a Liverpool fan.
Same
His
here.
his cousins and parents are Spurs season ticket holders.
Mm.
Um, I've got cousins who are Arsenal and City supporters. It's a bit of a mess. It,
You're
it's
all over the shop, aren't you? Like you just got different supporters everywhere. Yeah.
it's why I like supporting Blackpool. I can kind of just keep out of it all.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so early in November, you put on your Twitter you'd signed the Ting with Veloce Esports.
Yeah.
God, that feels so weird saying that. But so, what's led to the partnership with Veloce, and what are you going to be working on with them?
So Veloce approached me after I did a video with FNG. I'm not sure if you know of him.
Oh, I know FNG. I've seen your
Yeah.
unpopular
Yeah.
opinion videos.
So it was the one where I got my French mixed up, and I thought Bonjour was Italian. I can't remember. But yeah, just I was completely out of it that day. I remember I was so tired, and we recorded that video, and he put the snippet out on Twitter, and one of the main guys at Veloce saw it, contacted me, and just said, we want to work with you. We really find you funny, and your videos with Niran are hilarious. So that was around August, end of August, and I didn't end up signing until November. It was a really long time, but during that process, there were just a lot of little things that, of course, we had to figure out and sort out, etc. Moving forward, I can't say, unfortunately. Just you know how things are sometimes. It's some things you can't really talk about. But there are some exciting things lined up. And yeah, you just have to wait and see.
I'm excited. I mean, I wish when I got French wrong, good things would happen. Used to be bottom of my class every time, so I,
May, honestly, French was just not it for me. I used to hate it, but yeah.
mhm. I mean, I took German at college and it wasn't much better because I had one of those teachers who just would not let you say a word in English.
Hmm.
It was militant German and it was scary.
Militant German, yeah. Do you enjoy German though? Like, was it something you wanted to take up because you might end up being in Germany, or was it just something you just said, I'm just gonna do it?
I mean, the whole thing, because we had to pick one of the options of French, German, or Spanish. And
Okay.
I think for me, I enjoyed German the most when we first started doing it. And
Hmm.
the thing is, I want to be a sports broadcaster or a coach when I grow up. I want to go into that sort of field. And speaking another language is quite useful, whatever sort of area you go into.
Very true. Yeah.
But the whole thing is, you, I don't think if I ever do go and work in Germany, you can expect fluency. It'll kind of just be a Hallo,
Hmm.
willkommen zu die Bundesliga. Yeah. But,
You got that. You got that down. So you're one foot in. You're one
mm,
foot in.
but ultimately, it's just I have a working knowledge of it, and it's always useful because it's just one of those things, being able to speak
Hmm.
another language. I can
Yeah.
also speak a bit of Mandarin for some reason. I don't quite know why, but I can.
Mate, any language is a skill in my opinion because even just hearing people talk in different languages for me, I'm always just in my head like, what are you saying? And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying like just to understand another language to me, honestly, is one of the biggest skills you can learn as a human being.
Mm.
So whatever you got under your belt, just run with it, honestly.
One of the main reasons is, oh, a couple of years ago now, I was on the way to Wembley, and there were two people sitting opposite me who weren't going to Wembley. They started
Hmm.
looking at me and speaking in what I think might have been Russian. And I'm just trying to figure out, right, if even if it kills me, I'm learning Russian to try and figure
Yeah.
out what you've just said about. You might have called me a worm, you might have called me handsome, I just don't know, and it's killing me that I don't know. It's probably the former, but
Uh,
right. Okay, so I think it's fair to say your channel is mainly based on career mode with other bits that you throw in occasionally. So
mhm.
what was it that originally got you to doing career mode and then made you make the jump to YouTube with it?
Um, Good question. I watched a lot of Docklanders growing up. MGH when he was PlayStation 3 gaming or Giants, I can't remember what his old name used to be. And Welsh Dragon as well, who is now known as Golacio. I used to watch them three a lot on YouTube, and this was something that used to help me get into football as well. Just watching FIFA content, just to learn some of the terminologies that I had to use, just talking about football and eventually commentating on football. So after watching them three, I was really inspired, and I used to watch a lot of goal montages when they were a thing back in the day. Like a lot of people used to do goal skill montages, and I used to watch that. So I actually started off YouTube doing stop motion with action figures, wrestling action figures. That was something that helped my editing. That was something that I enjoyed, and I'm a wrestling fan, so it made sense. And then, as I said, I started watching those three guys, and I just said, you know what, I can do this because I was very animated growing up playing games. Me and my cousins every summer used to play PlayStation from morning till night, and just some of the stories. Honestly, I could literally make a channel of the stories that that we had, and I was very animated. So I said, oh, I can do this. I can really do this. Just put some charisma behind it, and I'll be good. So I got a really B Tech budget, the lowest end capture card, which I don't even mind because you always have to start from somewhere. And yeah, I did a simulation career mode because I wasn't too confident in talking over gameplay yet. So I just did a simulation career mode where I simmed all the games, but just did transfers, and it did really well, to be fair. I did it with Shrewsbury, And then I just started progressing, getting more comfortable talking on camera, getting more comfortable talking on a microphone. And then I transferred into just doing career mode content. But originally it was a simulation, just strictly simulating games, commentating, and then getting comfortable, and then yeah, into career mode. So basically, to answer your question, it was MGH, Welsh Dragon, and Docklands that started me off in career mode.
Well, if they ever come across this for some reason, I'm sure they'll be delighted.
Yeah. I'll
I
let
mean,
them know.
yeah. I mean, because I was watching your, I think, Champions League video, the Man United PSG game the other day,
Okay, yeah.
and I was half the time I was going, how does this voice hit these octaves? It's not meant to be a bad thing. I thought it made it brilliant, but I can't hit those notes. And but it's just
I don't know myself. I really don't. Sometimes I'm editing and I'll hear my voice, and I literally will stop and I'll lay back and I'll just, why did I do that? Or why did I say this? Or why did my voice go up here? Like, but I did performing arts at uni, and we had to sing, so that kind of, I guess, helped, hit different levels of octaves. But yeah, I don't know, mate. I just do whatever comes to my head, really.
that's fair enough. I'm doing acting at the moment at college, and we're currently
Mhm.
doing physical theatre where it's just flinging yourself around.
Oh, I hated physical theater.
Oh,
I hated it.
same here, mate. It's just I'm s- I'm very good. I can recite lines. I can do different voices. However, I cannot go 2 hours for 4 hours a week. It's just not my style.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, I hated it as well.
Hmm. Okay, so next question is something that you've alluded to previously, but so you've collabed with a wide range of YouTubers, from showdowns with B Ford Lancer to destroying people with Niran, or FNG as some may know
Yeah.
him. So I mean, what do you enjoy about doing the collabs, and what do you take from them to almost help you move forward?
I enjoy just the idea of putting two different personalities in one video that people just don't really expect to see. Me and FNG have known each other for a very long time, and it's fair to say that we do have similar personalities. So working with him is always just fun. It's easy. There's no stress. Whereas working with JCC or B Ford, it's just nice to bring different energy to your channel, because everyone's always used to me being hyperactive and rare. And then you've got someone like B Ford who is very entertaining, but he's not as hyperactive as me, so you get a different taste of content that's out there. So I just like the idea of bringing, like I said, two personalities together that people don't expect to see or expect to see, and just get a different vibe. It's just bringing a different vibe to the table. But yeah, I love doing collaborations, honestly.
Okay, so the final scripted question I've got.
Hmm.
So, what's the dream for you on YouTube? Because obviously, I don't know your current situation as to whether you do it full time or what the whole deal is at the moment. But
Hmm.
what is the dream in terms of you and YouTube? How far do you hope to go?
It's a really good question. Um, so when I first started, I'm a transparent person, so I'll be very honest. When I first started, I wanted to just do it full time. I wanted to make a living off of it because it looked fun. It looked like something that, oh, I've got loads of subscribers, money, blah. I was like, okay, cool. But as I started to see that it was benefiting people, just making their days and just making people happy, and when people are going through stuff, it helps them escape what they're going through, even if it's for 15 to 20 minutes. That started to really become the driving force behind why I do what I do. And now I don't really care about the numbers. I don't really care about the subscribers. I don't care about doing it full time or part time. What I really care about now is just making someone's day and just entertaining the masses. And over lockdown for me was a really reflective period because we couldn't do much. So when I had run out of things to do, playing games all day and whatever, it came down to just really thinking about what is my purpose on this earth and what is my purpose making content. And I just came down to the main point was entertaining. Like I've been entertaining people since I was 4 years old. I've been dancing since I was 4 up until 24. So yeah, quite a long time. And the last 3 years has literally just been me entertaining through YouTube. So that's my purpose. That's what I want to do, just entertain. If it takes me to 200,000 subscribers, so be it. If I only reach 30,000 subscribers, so be it. But as long as people are getting, just as long as people just feel happy watching me and feel entertained, then that's really all I care about now.
You know something? I have asked hundreds upon hundreds of questions in my time, and that may be the greatest response I've ever got to any of them. I think,
Really?
yeah, because, you know, this is not to accuse anyone I've interviewed of not being genuine and honest, but that just felt like just I could almost feel your soul through the camera. That was just, but I
That,
think,
that's
oh, go on.
that's it for me. Like, yeah, numbers to me. I wouldn't say I'm mentoring, but I'm overlooking a lot of younger YouTubers that are coming up career mode wise anyway. And a lot of them ask for my advice and blah, blah, blah. And I see a lot of them care about numbers, and I see a lot of them saying, no, I'm close to 50, I'm close to 150 subscribers, or I'm close to 300. And I remember that used to be me. And now I'm trying to just guide them away from it and just telling them just be yourself and just be entertaining, and the numbers will come. But yeah, for me now, the purpose really is just to make someone's day. Like I just want to make people happy. Like genuinely, like the feeling I get when people say, "Oh, you and FNG's videos make my day," or "When are you two gonna collab again because I need it," and blah blah blah, or "When is the next video up because I need it." I'm just like, it's weird to me, but I'm also happy because that means that I'm helping them in some sort of way get through whatever they're going through. And that's just all I can ask for, really.
I mean, numbers don't matter to me, which is why I failed maths. But I mean, because I've got I've got a YouTube channel for this,
Yeah.
but ultimately for me, this is all to go towards my portfolio because I want to
Mhm.
go, I want to be that person. I'm annoying about football all the time. I might as well get paid for it. That's my idea. But
I feel
uh,
you.
but the whole thing is that I think last time I checked, I had 8 subscribers, but 800, it doesn't matter to me. I'm here doing what I want to do, and if people enjoy it, they enjoy it. But say I will say that college has been stressful, and I've really enjoyed having your content there. It's
Oh,
why
I really appreciate it.
it's why I decided to reach out because I was watching one of your videos, going, he seems nice actually. I don't think
Mm.
so. I don't think someone can be this hyperactive in a video and not actually be nice. So, and
I think,
it's
thank you, man. Thank you.
yeah, it's been a pleasure. So, I'm going to end the recording here. You're free to leave if you want. I completely get if you want to, but I'll say my thank yous off camera if you'd like to stay. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so that is it, guys. So, I'd like to thank Jem for sparing time for me today.
No worries. It's
Been
all good. It's been a pleasure.
hmm, he's as I would say he's as nice off camera as he is on it, but technically he's on camera, so kind of screwed up that idiom. But anyways, yeah, I have been rambling Rye, and speak to you soon.
Take it easy, everyone.